Hi, welcome back to our channel. I'm Steph.
I'm Katie, and this is Theo. We are a married lesbian couple from Vancouver, Canada, and we are the creators of Let's See the World. With Valentine's Day coming up this weekend, we wanted to do a video all about love and relationships, and specifically geared toward singles. So for anyone who is looking for a long-term partner, we wanted to offer some tips on how to meet the partner of your dreams.
So obviously not everyone is looking for a long-term monogamous relationship, but for those of you who are, this video is for you.
Our first tip is to focus on what you want. I think it's so important to get really clear on what exactly it is that you're looking for before you even start looking. And that can be anything from what type of person you think you would align well with, what their value system looks like, what their goals in life might be, what type of personality you think would mesh well with yours.
Yeah, definitely. And also considering what is the most important to you. So is that communication? Is that having life goals aligned with one another? Really think about what you envision in a future relationship and prioritize what you think is the most important.
I think for both of us, we learned those things through spending time alone and also spending time in relationships that weren't right for us. Both of those things can really kind of teach you what it is that you're actually looking for in that forever relationship.
Sometimes you learn what you want by figuring out what you don't want.
Yes, exactly. Our second tip is to know what you deserve.
When you know your worth and you know that you're deserving of a healthy relationship, then that's the kind of thing that you will attract. Attracting a healthy relationship means knowing that you deserve a healthy partner.
I think that's so true. We really attract people into our lives based on our relationship with ourselves, and so I really think taking the time to work on your relationship with yourself first is what's really going to help you have healthy relationships with others, especially romantic partners.
Yeah, if you have a hard time feeling like you're deserving of a healthy relationship or someone that really loves and respects you, then it might be a good opportunity to look inward and kind of figure out where that insecurity is coming from.
Knowing you are deserving of a good relationship is really the most important step toward having one.
Our third tip is love yourself first. Having a good relationship with yourself is so key in having a good relationship with someone else.
A healthy partner is someone who is going to add to your life, but it isn't someone who's going to complete it. You really need to do the work on your confidence, your self-esteem, your self-worth before you find that partner that is going to help add value to your life.
I know it sounds cliche, but your relationship with yourself really is the foundation for a relationship with a partner. And if you're looking to have a partner that will fill a void, then you probably want to start with yourself first.
I think one of the reasons why we worked out well in the beginning and the timing of meeting each other worked was because we both had done a lot of individual work on ourselves, and we both reached a point where we felt ready to enter a relationship, and we felt ready to find that forever partner. Our fourth tip is to create space in your life. I think once you reach a point where you feel ready to meet that forever partner that you're looking for, it's really about creating that space and imagining what that's going to look like, and making space for a new partner in your life.
I know for me, right before Katie and I met, I started to think about being in a long-term relationship and what that might look like in my life, and I really did start to envision the idea of it, and so I was able to create that space in my life, and then when I met Katie, I was ready and open for that relationship.
I do think something as simple as an attitude shift, going from thinking, it'd be great to meet someone someday and maybe that'll happen, to I am ready to meet someone, there is space in my life for this right now, I'm ready for this to happen.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely getting clear with your intentions and getting clear with the idea of a new kind of life. Our last tip is take action.
Once you've decided that you want to meet a long-term partner and you feel like you're making space in your life for it, I don't think you can just sit back and wait for it to happen. You really do have to take action, and that often means putting yourself out there, being vulnerable, whatever that looks like for you, putting yourself in new situations, and putting yourself in the position to meet that person.
I was meeting a lot of people in the sports world because that was the world that I was always in, and I remember telling a friend of mine that I really wanted to meet people that were, more interested in the arts, and she told me very plainly, well, why don't you just go to an art class or go to a dance class and meet people in this other world? Something that sounded so simple at the time was such an eye-opener, because here I wanted to meet people in a completely different space, and yet I wasn't putting myself in those spaces. It wasn't until I did put myself in those spaces that I met a lot of new people, and one of those new people was Katie.
That was very good advice. We met more than 10 years ago, and we actually did meet in real life in person, which I feel like isn't as common now. So our advice for someone today, and obviously with everything going on in the world, meeting online has become so common and normal, and I highly suggest getting on all the apps and putting yourself out there and making connections with people virtually.
We know tons of couples that have met online. Online dating can be such a great way of getting to know someone's interests or life goals from the very beginning. Whereas sometimes when you meet in person, it can take a little while to get there with someone, but when you're meeting online and when you're creating online dating profiles, you kind of put all that information out there from the start, so that's a really great way of getting to know someone right away.
That's so true, and I feel like most of our friends now and tons of same-sex couples we know have met online. Dating can obviously be really scary, and putting yourself out there is not an easy thing to do, but if you really feel ready to meet that partner and you want to find them, I really think it's the only way. You have to take action and you have to put yourself out there in order to meet them.
I was definitely scared to flirt with my cute dance instructor, but it worked out pretty well. So.
Yeah, it did.
All in all, we just want everyone to know that they're deserving of love, and if a relationship is what you're looking for, then there are definitely ways to find that.
We hope that all of you have a really happy Valentine's Day this weekend, and whether or not you are celebrating with a romantic partner or just celebrating with family or friends or whoever's around you, or even just by yourself, we hope you really enjoy it, and it's just a great day to celebrate love.
Thanks so much for watching. We'd love to hear your stories of how you met your partner, so leave those in the comments below.
And if you haven't met your partner yet, leave in the comments below what you think you're looking for in a partner and practice putting it out into the universe. Thanks so much again for watching. We'll be back next week. We put out a new video every Friday, and we'll see you then.
Sia will be there. Happy Valentine's Day.